Hello, everybody. Let's see. It's 6 o'clock. It says I'm live now. Yay! Hi. Oh, let's stop talking to me. Hello. It's 6. We're live through the Theosophical Society page, the Sfts Lodge. My name is Elaine Santos. I am a health and wellness coach. My business is called Wellness as Art. You can check out my Facebook page or my website or my Instagram account and see what I'm up to there. I do have a program coming up for winter called Winter Group, and I encourage you all to join me. It's going to be very fun. It's 14 weeks. Once a week we meet and we hibernate together. So it's a really lovely hour to add to your week. Yay! Hi, Richard. Okay. I always wait a couple minutes. So wait, that was my plug. So wellnessasart.com, winter group. Sign up for my newsletter, like my email list, and you will get a coupon code for winter group. And I will have some free. I'm going live tomorrow on Instagram at like 8:50 or something. I hope I set my alarm because that sounds so crazy to me right now to do. But that's what I'm going to do. I committed to it. And there will also be a couple webinars, free webinars through next month around mindfulness, imagery, yoga nidra, breathing, stress relief, things like that. Really nice short webinars that you can join me, and then also see if you'd like to join me for my longer group program called Winter Group. So that's me. And then let's see. So tonight is an imagery night. And tonight, I prepare for these. I've done like 4 or 5 of these. I love this format. I love SFTS Lodge. Thank you so much for having me back. Today, no plans. I was in a weekend of imagery, like a conference, Imagery International Conference. So for like 2.5 days, I've just been like imaging away with these amazing, magical people. So I was feeling very relaxed, and I was feeling I feel extremely juiced. So I know this is called Deep Peace with Imagery, but I am all over. Like, I'm so energized from all the imagery I encountered. We like listened to poetry. We went through a fairy tale. We went to the moon in an imagery session. So that's exciting. What else I want to share with you? We also reversed memories. That was pretty powerful. We used tarot cards in a totally new and cool way. And we tapped into the intelligent field. So I've just been in a magical realm for 2 full days. And how do I bring some of that to you tonight? That's what I'm trying to think about. Maybe we'll just kind of relax. And I don't know if anyone has any comments. I'm like, what do I want to do tonight? Let's see. No. Okay, so it's my choice, house choice. So one of the interesting things I learned today was like we're in this interesting moon phase where it's actually for like a lot of quiet time, silence, relaxation, being receptive. So maybe we should tap into that a little bit. I think she called it the balsamic moon phase. I think it's right before the new moon. I hope I didn't mix that all up. But so it was like this weekend, she's like, if you're feeling kind of tired, that's okay. We should be in sync with the moon energy and kind of trying to align with that. So maybe I will bring some of that in. So we'll think of something cozy. I guess that leads us back to peace. And then if we have time, maybe I'll share my other stuff. So, okay, let's relax first. Decision made. So if you want to get comfortable, just so you know, this is going to be a really short session. Imagery can be done with, I will say, oh, close your eyes, or you can soften your focus. If eyes open is more comfortable for you, do that. That's fine. This is all about making yourself comfortable. Imagery is available to you in so many ways. If you don't see something visual, sense into, hearing. Like, what are you hearing? What are you sensing in other ways? Taste, texture, scent, and somatic. You might just feel something in your body. So that's also imagery. So don't worry about that. Just chill. Let's see. We'll get that nice new moon energy going. So, okay, sit. If you have maybe your feet flat on the floor, something kind of comfortable, whatever's comfortable for you. And then you can close your eyes or relax your focus. And then let's do 3 exhales. So exhaling like a longer exhale, and then inhaling through the nose. And another exhale. Inhaling through the nose. Having just a little bit longer of an exhale. And then let your breathing return to normal. And notice your feet on the floor. Notice the weight of your feet. Resting on the floor, supported by the floor. And then just notice your legs. Maybe they're feeling a little bit heavier, rested. Notice everywhere you make contact with whatever you're sitting in or on. Feel your body as grounded. Let any tension on your shoulders just like roll off your arms, like from your shoulders just rolling down. If it feels comfortable for you, you can also turn your hands up for a moment so they're palm up. Just kind of have that willing hands, being open, being receptive. Notice any thoughts and just let them settle. Letting any tension go in your face. Around your eyes. You don't have to squeeze your eyes closed. That's what I was kind of doing just now. Just let your upper lids rest on the lower lids softly. Imagine the muscles of your forehead and your eyebrows, like underneath there, just smoothing out. Just imagine them feeling smooth. Nothing to be concerned about right now. Now invite an image that maybe it represents, it holds more information for you. Just an image to arise around peacefulness, around rest. Doesn't have to make sense, just let whatever image show up that is in this theme that would support rest, support peace, feelings of peacefulness. This could be a place, a real place or an imaginary place. It could be out in nature. It could be a cozy indoor space. Notice what image or images come up for you. And just choose one if you have multiple, knowing you can explore the other ones at another time. You can explore your image. Notice the colors. Notice temperature. Notice form. maybe your image has a strong form to it and shape. Maybe it's expansive and there's not the same kind of boundaries. Maybe it's more open. Become aware of any emotions that might have come up. Maybe that's what your image brought you. If, I don't know, the word peacefulness or somewhere soothing. If you're looking for rest, it can be difficult sometimes for us. So notice how your body's responded to this image. Maybe your image is more somatic. Maybe you notice relaxation in your back or your belly. Where does this image that supports peacefulness, where is it in your body? Do you notice it residing somewhere in your heart center? Is it, your third eye area? Do you feel it in your legs? I feel like this is a nice deep inner peace that you always have. So where is it? And what's it like to be with this image? If it's a place, what's it feel like to be there? If it's an object, what's it feel like to be in relationship with this object? Or being, or whatever showed up. Images are so exciting, so it could be anything. Also, if you're needing more peace from your image, add it or subtract from it. This is your imagery and you're in charge of it. So if you ended up in a cozy library and you need a blanket, add a blanket. If you are outside on the beach and you want it to be warmer, make it warmer. If you want to add a friend, add a friend, or maybe there's too many people around, tell them to go away. So it is your imagery. So what would make it just right? You can also feel free to put your hand on your chest over your heart if you just want a little bit of that self-compassion feeling, a little bit more grounding there, feeling your heartbeat, the warmth of your hand while you're experiencing this image, seeing if maybe your image might shift a little bit with this contact as well. Bringing yourself some compassion. How does that shift your image? Your image may have a message for you. You might have already gotten it. But if you haven't, please ask. And it may communicate in many different ways. So be open if it's, it could be like visual. It could be auditory. It could just be a sense that you get, like this message from your image. But if you'd like a message, just ask. take another moment with this image, thanking it, maybe giving some gratitude for showing up. Give yourself a little bit of gratitude and appreciation for showing up as well. Know that you can always reconnect with your image in a similar way at any time that you need. Gently let your image begin to fade, and notice your feet again on the floor. You're going to wiggle your toes a little bit. Just notice the room you're in. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Let's see. I know my energy was so wild just a moment ago, so I don't know if that influenced your imagery. Hopefully you got a little bit of peace with that. I left it pretty open, so anything could have shown up. Hopefully something beautiful showed up for you, or peaceful, or a message of rest, which I will give you. If you did not get that from your imagery, I will tell you, rest is important, especially now with the moon how it is, right? So we want to follow that. Let's see. Anyone's allowed to comment or add anything if they want. I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'm just very much in love with imagery right now. I'm having such a great time. I want to like read you poetry and do all sorts of stuff, but I'm like, I don't know if, maybe I will. I'm going to read one poem. Is that okay? That'll be okay, right? You guys can just turn it off if you don't want to listen to it. But there's this poem, and it's about kind of how we spend our time. It's great. It's, I don't know, I've been thinking about it today. So it's called The Art of Disappearing, and it's by Naomi Nye, N-Y-E is last name. Maybe I'll put it in the chat. And I got it from the book. It's inside Elliot Dasher's book, Aware, Awake, Alive. So it's called The Art of Disappearing. When they say, "Don't I know you?" say no. When they invite you to the party, remember what parties are like before answering. Someone telling you in a loud voice they once wrote a poem, greasy sausage balls on a paper plate. Then reply. If they say we should get together, say why. It's not that you don't love them anymore. You're trying to remember something too important to forget. Trees, the monastery bell at twilight. Tell them you have a new project. It will never be finished. When someone recognizes you at the grocery store, nod briefly and become a cabbage. When someone you haven't seen in 10 years appears at the door, don't start singing him all your new songs. You will never catch up. Walk around feeling like a leaf. Know you could tumble any second. Then decide what to do with your time. That was my balsamic moon phase poem. Just getting inside, being receptive, thinking about nature. So I may well leave you with that. It's almost 20 minutes. So I wish everybody a beautiful Sunday. I encourage you to connect with me if imagery is interesting to you, because I will share more with you. We can have a session together. Look out for all my free webinars coming up. Follow me on Instagram or my newsletter, wellnessdesert.com. Check out Imagery International if you are a practitioner of anything. Basically, we have nurses and therapists and coaches and body workers and chaplains and astrologers, all sorts of people who use imagery in their work. So at imageryinternational.org. Be part of that community. It's great. We're magical and fun. So those are all my plugs. I love SFTS Lodge. Thank you for having me here, and hope to see you in the wintertime.